Welcome to the Dr. BMS show.
I am
This
happy
is
to
a
be here.
show where we talk about mental health, and I can see you're wearing a t shirt written Mental Health Matters. So you are just in the right company.
Yes.
We are happy to have you here today. Kindly introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us more about you.
Thank you for having me. My name is Marlene. As you just mentioned, I am the founder of Africa Arts as well as Mental Talk. For Mental Talk, and I believe that is why when we're here to talk about mental health, it's basically based on demystifying the myths and misconceptions around mental health. And as we all know, our African culture did not breed a lot of mental health, self care practices. Most of us say that some of the trauma that we have or are experiencing lately was inflicted from our childhood. So I can say that I personally advocate for mental health on different fronts, including not only among the youth, but also among children, especially now that even in the recent past, we just had someone as early as the age of 9 commit suicide. So if young people at that age can commit suicide, I think we have so much to do right now.
Wow. And we are at the right place at the right time. Just to our viewers, we are at the Karura Forest. And we came here to discuss matters mental health. We were with a bigger group, but now we are here to bring up and wrap up this issue. So tell me, is there anything to do? Does nature have something to do with our mental well-being?
Nature has a lot to do with our mental well being. And this is because nature has existed way before time. As a matter of fact, some of our medicines are taken from natural resources. Be it the beehive, it gives us honey, also propolis, which is an antibiotic. So there is so much to nature that can relate to our well being. I think some of the things that are very underrated right now is walks and
Okay.
especially getting outside.
Mm-hmm.
Because of COVID, a lot of people have already embraced working from home, and you find that very people have little interaction with the outside world because if I can do everything at home, the only thing that takes me outside is to get resources for my household, maybe see a relative and get back. So people have reduced the amount of time that they spend doing nature, and you find that there is so much to do with nature, like the calm breeze that we are feeling right now,
Yes, it's
taking
nice.
just time to take a walk, stretch your legs, go to the shop down the road, and so much more. But and also like going to feel the ocean or when people go to the beach, it's more feeling the ocean. Sometimes when you sit by a river and you just listen to the calm water flow, and then you just structure your thoughts around that, you'll find that it has a lot of healing
Yes.
um, effect
Mm.
also to yourself. You will feel different enjoying the breeze, the sun, and so much more, looking at nature, the birds, the sunset. It has a very big effect on calming your thoughts, calming your brain, and even giving you a certain form of relaxation. So there
Okay.
is so much to do with mental health that is associated with nature and even health in totality.
That is nice. Good to know. So people should take care of nature, Mother Nature, to improve our well-being. And you mentioned that there's a lot of issues surrounding mental well-being, where we are seeing even children as young as 9, as you mentioned, committing suicide. What do you think is happening to our society? Matters mental health.
One, I can say the reason our parents are saying that mental health was not such a big issue at that time is because things were not as fast paced as they are right now. One being technology. Lately, in the past, you had to write a letter to get to a very far place before you get to even notify someone about something that happened. But lately, it's so instant. Everything is instant. Food is instant. We microwave our food. We do everything so fast. But our brains were not built for that fast movement, and we are not taking time to also adjust as technology is progressing very fast. So you find from time to time we have so much to think, so much to do, and we have very little time to do it. We only have 24 hours in a day. If we would add some extra hours, it would have been easier for people to adjust very many components. But because as time goes by, things change and things are changing fast. For example, before the 90s, there was no phone, but right now everyone cannot even exist without one. So The same way that we say technology has its pros and its cons, just as the way that a lot of automation has led to a lot of loss of jobs, and there is a lot of unemployment from time to time. And as much as we are not even a country that has progressed that fast, there are still certain challenges that people are feeling the pressure to adapt. You and even some of these things contribute to people's mental health, because sometimes it's about the best phone in the market, it's about having the best shoe, it's about having the best bag, and all these things we are giving pressure with social media.
Yes.
So there is so much, and you find that at home parents are busy, they don't have time to talk to their children. So you find children do not build the right coping mechanism with some of the challenges. Sometimes children are left to figure out things by themselves, and that is what has formed some of the reasons why you find most of even our generation suffering from anxiety, because some things according to them everything requires fast solutions as they see on the internet, and there is a lot of social pressure. So social pressure is one of the reasons that our mental health is being affected differently as compared to how our parents used to be affected by some of the issues that they used to go through. So plus there is a lot of progression and no one wants to be left behind. So that also causes pressure. So pressure at school, you want to perform better. Pressure at home, your parents are never there, so you're forced to grow up faster. And there is just so much pressure around life. So you find that it limits our time to focus on people's mental health. But at the end of the day, you cannot be okay even physically if you're not okay mentally.
I hear you. So actually, what you're bringing out very clearly that there's a lot of pressure for the modern day person. There's pressure to keep up with the society, pressure to conform, pressure to keep up with technology itself, and pressure to be that kind of model person whom sometimes does not even exist. It seems like everybody else is doing much better than you, and you have to keep up. No matter where you are, there's still higher to go. You know, people are going on holidays. People seem to be having a good time. They are going out to good hotels. They are driving big cars. They are wearing designer clothes. They are holding the latest phone. And when you buy this phone, then there's another newer version, and there's that pressure to keep up. How do we cope with all this?
One, and this might sound a little bit cliche, but there is the issue of we are all on different timelines. So, like someone mentioned to me the other day, don't make someone's harvest make you eat your seeds. So you see,
Interesting.
you might require the time to go plant your seeds,
Yes.
take care of them till they grow, so that
Yes.
you can also get your bountiful harvest.
Yes.
But if you see other people enjoying their harvest, and then just because they have seeds, you think that because I also have seed, I need to eat them they already have others that they're going to, for example, reinvest, plant. And if you eat your seeds, you will never have a harvest and something to put on the side. So just as different people have different time to shine, also embrace your time of challenge, embrace your time of planting, embrace your time of sowing, just a step at a time. If you try to keep up to people's pressure, one thing I say, you can never make everyone happy. There are some people, even if, for example, you give them seeds, they will ask you, why have you given me beans? I wanted maize. You see,
It's
you
true.
cannot always make everyone happy. So you have to also start by prioritizing yourself. You see, when you prioritize yourself, take time to understand yourself, take time to understand the point at which you are at your journey. You know, you might be comparing yourself with someone whose journey is totally different.
Different
And
from
in
you.
most cases, most people do not share their journey on social media. They only share their success.
Yes.
So they won't tell you of the days that they didn't sleep. They won't tell you of the days that they felt that they wanted to give up. All you're seeing is the positive image of something that has occurred over time. So also you take a time to restructure, understand yourself, look at your strengths, take time.
And as we take time, I like that we should take time. And also to notice that people, what they bring out most of the time, it's not what is behind the curtains. You know, sometimes people wear masks. They want to wear a mask that they are very successful, but you don't know, maybe they are heavily indebted, you know, to wear that designer clothes you're seeing, to carry that phone you're seeing, latest phone. Maybe they are on debt, and that's why they are there. So they are not even living their real life. But when you see that, you who is trying to live within your means, then you pick it that I am not doing well. You know, you start comparing yourself with others. So I think this is a very important message that people need to know. There's time for everyone. Walk your journey. Do not walk somebody else's journey. And as you walk your journey, be patient. You
True.
know, your time will come.
Very true.
Your time
Very
will
true.
come. So that's very nice. I like that. Young people, especially.
And young people have a problem lately, and I think, as I said, it's all social media based,
Mm-hmm.
because people see this new phone, people see some of their peers having a certain car or something, but you find that some of them, they might even have better parents.
Mm-hmm.
We all come from different backgrounds, and that is also something to accept. You
Mm-hmm.
see, accept that your family may not be as rich, your family might not be as privileged, and each and every family, even those that are privileged, started from somewhere. Funny enough, you might not have been there to see where they came from,
That's true.
but you find that all you can see right now is where they are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very bad for you to compare yourself with people who you do not know their story. You see, so it takes time. Even when you see people's children getting jobs in their father's companies, your father does not have a company, but that does not mean that you cannot have one. Maybe it just requires you to be innovative. Maybe you have a solution, but nothing in life comes as easy. And even as we usually say, easy come, easy
Easy
go.
go.
So
Yeah.
even if it comes easy, it will go very fast.
That is
So
true.
the better you work on a good foundation, agree to build small. That is something that I tell people. Some people want to use the elevator,
Mm.
while the road to success is using the lift,
Yeah.
the stairs.
Mm.
So you have to accept when you're at the low part
Mm.
of the stairs, and you take time to go a step at,
One step
at
at
a
a
time.
time.
So you also need to take time, reevaluate yourself, look at your strengths, look at, for example, you finished your school, might be college, might be high school. Take time to go to the next step without wanting to jump from here to
We call
there.
it
All of a
pistonné.
sudden, you don't even want to be an intern. You want to get into work and be the boss
Manager.
directly. But you have to learn some of the steps on your way up, so that even when you get there, you understand some of the aspects, so that you can best innovate and get to where you want to go. But there are no shortcuts in life. And even if you use a shortcut, easy come, easy
Easy
go.
go. Thank you so much. I think it's very pertinent message, our dear viewers. What we need to understand is everybody has their journey in this life. So walk your journey, and as you walk your journey, enjoy. Take time to enjoy the roses on the road. You know, do not want to dash through to get to the end, because, like we have heard it from Malin, easy come, easy go. There is no lift to success. You have to take the stairs. You know, take one stair at a time. This pressure we are talking about, it's mostly self-generated. You're the one who puts pressure on yourself that I must be here at this time. You need to understand everything. Like you can see behind us, we have nice trees. These trees have taken time to grow. I mean, this tree was not as tall when it started, but it has taken years and of people tending to it, taking care of it for it to get there. So take understand, even look at nature. We said nature is very important. It will teach us things. Look at nature. You do not, you plant that tree today, you have to water it, you have to tender for it, you have to take care of it, and that way it will grow and it will give you shade. The shade we are enjoying right now was planted by someone many years ago, and somebody has been taking care of it. So plant your seed now, water it, and while you are watering it, be happy. Your time to shine will come, and you will be there to enjoy the shade of your hard work. Thank you for your time, and let's meet again here at the Dr. BMS channel for more informative videos on your mental well-being and all matters mental health. Bye bye.